Hello, grade 9 math students. I want to show you some cool things here. I want you to type in on your search bar RamseySolutions.com. I'll also link to it on the worksheet, but this is a very cool website. This is a company out of the States that teaches you how to be smart with your money. They have an amazing podcast, which I like to listen to all the time. And they have really cool little tools under this free tools here. And I just want to show you a couple little tools. So let's say that you are wanting to invest into the stock market. But so a lot of people do this for their retirement, right? You want to save money so that when you are older, you'll have money. So let's pretend, we're going to do a couple different scenarios here. Let's just pretend like that you are going to start being able to save, let's say at 25. And you might think, oh, well, Mrs. Mallinson, why is it 25? Well, you might be going to trade school or college or something. And, those first few years, you've got to get everything paid for and you might not have any money. Like you can go before that if you want. And let's say you're going to work till 65. All right. I'm just throwing it out there. This is kind of a normal Canadian thing to do. Kind of start investing for your future at 25 and kind of retire at 65. Now, let's just say at that point, you don't have any money like already sitting in an investment account. Let's just pretend you're starting at zero. And let's just keep it really simple. Let's just say you put $100 away. Let's just pretend. Now, the stock market is often somewhere around 10% return, but let's just be conservative and say 8%. Let's just take a guess. So if you invest $100 a month, which again, you're going to invest more than that, but let's just say $100 a month for 40 years and you press calculate, watch this. Dun, dun, dun. You've actually only put in $48,000. But you have earned over $300,000 in interest because this is what the power of compound interest is. We just talked a lot about in this lesson about this. You've watched a lot of videos. I want you to play with this scenario and I want you to do a screen capture of what amount you think you might be able to do. And maybe you're going to be like, oh no, Mrs. Mallinson, I'm going to start investing by 22 because I'm going to be done my plumbing school by then or whatever the case may be. But oh no, I don't want to work till 65. I want to retire at 60. Maybe that's you. I don't know. And then maybe you're saying, oh no, I'm not going to give $100 a month. I'm going to give $500 a month. I don't know. You can decide. All right. And if you're like, oh, I don't think I'm getting 8%. Maybe I think I'm only going to get 7%. Okay, that's fine. I just want you to kind of justify a little scenario. Press calculate. Dun, dun, dun. Look at this. You've put in 228 and that money has grown over $900,000 and you have 1.1 million. It's all about being in the market for a long time, starting early and putting money away. All right. Now, if you don't remember how to screen capture, every Windows computer actually has this little built-in tool called Snip. Okay, if you're on a Windows. Apple's a little bit different, but I have a Windows computer here. So I go to my snipping tool, I click on new, and I just drag a box, and there we go. And that's what I want you to capture, right? This little box. Then you can click on the copy button. You actually don't even have to. It's in your computer's clipboard anyways, and then you just go to your Google Docs and hit paste. So, I mean, that's kind of really cool. Now, last thing. Again, under these free tools, I love this. There's going to come a time where you're probably going to buy a house. Ideally, you have the money in cash, but let's face it, not very many people can buy a home in cash. So there's some really cool tools in here. Let's just look at the mortgage calculator, for example. I just had you look at appreciation and depreciation. You were finding a home. Okay. I don't think you're going to find a home in Canada for $200,000, but some places you might get one, let's say for $500,000. Let's just say. Now, ideally, it'd be lovely to put 20% down payment down, but honestly, a lot of people, especially first-time homeowners, might put 5% down because that's the minimum the bank requires, right? That interest rate right now, again, that's the American website. Ours in Canada are a little bit lower. We're sitting at about 4.5. Let's just kind of put it at 4.5%. But look at this, on a 15-year fix, which means you would pay the same amount every month, or a 30-year fix. Again, who wants a home payment to be around for 30 years? But you might have to if you don't have the ability, like if you can't afford the 15-year. So the 15 years, $5,000 a month, and then we went to the 30-year and it's 4.2. Again, that's still a lot of money, isn't? Oh, and the interest rate went up because on the 30-year they would make it go up. Absolutely. So again, I find that very high. I wish they let us do like 20 years and stuff, but they don't. So this is what I wanted to show you though. This is how much money your house is, your biggest point of your budget, your biggest expense. And we're going to talk about budgets next week. So this is a little area you can play with. And if you were one of those people that went crazy and was like, oh, I'm going to buy like a $800,000 home. First of all, you need $40,000 just as your down payment, which is the amount of money you have to give the bank on like before you even get in the house. 5% again is the littlest amount that you could put down. Let's say you're doing it on a 15-year, that's an $8,000 a month home payment. Like that is crazy high, crazy high. Even if we said, no, Canada's like more like 4.5%, still 7,400. Like just think about that for a minute. So of course, the more you can put down, the lower your mortgage payment will be, right? Now, again, saving up $160,000, well, some people do it. So this is what I'm saying. I want you to play in this one as well and maybe come up with a number. And you're like, okay, I can do, 10% down by a 15-year fixed, and that will be my mortgage payment. And then I want you to screen capture that as well, right? So I just want you to spend some time. I listen to their podcast. It's a very, very interesting podcast. They have a lot of different shows. They have these, what they call these Ramsey personalities, really, really, really smart people. This gentleman over here, this is Dave Ramsey. He's the one that started the whole program. And he's got a really interesting backstory as well. And I like to listen to it in my car. It's a Christian show with strong Christian values built into it. They read scripture in it. And it's just a way that I love to, just look at all these cool things that we can do with money. So again, it's American, but there's a lot of really good things in there.